Okay, I'm Amy Curtis and I'm the Managing Director at Proactive. We support 52 adults with a learning disability and complex needs over a variety of different sites in supported living and residential services.
And I'm Stacy from Proactive Development and I'm Deputy Director.
My favourite thing about Log My Care is being able to have oversight of all of our services in real time. That has been kind of
wherever I am.
Yeah, wherever we are. A bit hooked on the app, but being able to kind of be alert to incidents as and when they happen, and being able to check kind of our response, and being able to kind of collate and have all that information in one place, instead of lots of different folders on dusty shelves.
Yeah. Obviously, I second what Amy said, but for me as well, it's the auditing, recording is more accurate, it's quicker. For the business side, it's been good to be able to, you can show a lot more people what you do and how it works, and families as well have more contact. For us as well, auditing, trends, things like that, it's easier to track it.
Yeah, and I would just say I think it's really assisted us with being responsive. It aids with better communication, and I do think that it's really created an opportunity for our managers having everything in one place, and we kind of refer to Log My Care as their Bible. So everything in Log My Care, like if that was all up to date and everyone was checking it as they should be, it's a lot of their job done. Broadly, we've had really positive feedback, so it's been great. I mean, for some of our staff that have struggled previously with writing, a document, a summary, I think we've had really positive feedback with regards to that. Our registered managers love it, having access to all of their sites as well. So, I mean, our managers visit their services every day. If they're in one place, any other time in the past, they would have had to have waited or had a phone call to know what was going on. But just being able to see that before you walk into it sometimes is good as well for them.
If they're out in the community and they need some information, they can get it really quickly. When people have had emergency, gone into hospital, again, all that information just in one place has really helped. The email's been really great, a lot easier to track.
I also think it saved them a bit of time in terms of like the local authority requesting information. It's literally the click of a button, they can download it, send it over. Yes, there's a lot I would say that saves time. We're not making them create a pie chart or whatever with Excel data. It's done.
And I think as well, what's been good is I think it's been quite easy for people to learn how to use it. Everybody's has a phone, so it's literally you're pressing a button, touch of a button, and you're logging. So everyone has a phone, so you can use it straight away. We've had feedback from that people get to spend more quality time with their support workers rather than them
disappearing upstairs
to write a report or doing their meds, for longer and things like that. So
I think some of them have quite enjoy the writing of their own logs. We have a few people that like to do that.
And people like a good old picture and a selfie these days.
They do, lots of selfies.
Yeah.
We do support a lot of people with, severe needs, so their understanding is limited, but in terms of kind of advocates for them, their families love it. So being able to keep up to date, and lots of people come to us from potentially crisis situations or situations where things aren't working and parents and stakeholders have lost trust, and they pretty much come to us thinking everywhere is going to not be very good because of their experience. So just being able to offer that to them straight away eases a lot of anxiety. So I think that's a real positive thing. It's really important to us to be transparent with everyone that we work with. So I don't think you can get more transparent than that. So yeah, I think so, 100%, because the people that are supporting them, we do have to kind of ensure that people are logging at a regular time. But then if, for example, we have some people that will go and do kind of voluntary placements where they're working with horses or animals, and you know the expectation there is that they backlog when they're done. So I absolutely think that it does create more opportunity for people to interact with each other. Yeah, so I mean, it's great to see a goal that isn't learn how to make your bed and learn how to tie your shoes. Because when it was on paper, it was just a bit of a box tick exercise. What's been really nice for us to see is the kind of linking to the goal. So for us, we meet with our managers on a weekly basis on a Wednesday, and we discuss people's goals and kind of have topics of the week and that kind of stuff. And goals is one that's on there a lot. But it's been a lot better to educate the staff team so that they understand what the goal is and get them excited about it. So kind of creating the goal, what do you need to do to reach that goal? But I think we've had lots of people that have done some really lovely things, whether that's go to, I don't know, a West End show, whether it's to go on holiday for the first time, somebody to get a passport.
Their own mortgage.
You know,
That was really amazing.
Yeah, really good. And it not just stopping, so I quite like the fact that you can link back to the goal, so I think that's really important as well, so that when you kind of go to the goal, you can see all of the detail that's happened to get there. Yeah, so I think it's been really good.
I think it's helped with people self-harming. People, when you can see people that certain triggers or a build-up, that's been easier to track and intervene into that before, or whether somebody may be having a build up to a big seizure which has built up over a week or 2 weeks by different ways that they behave or act or in pain or or under the web. It's been easier to track.
And I think seeing a graph is really, if you're just going to be looking at a load of weights that are written down or logged on a sheet or in a book, actually seeing that visual graph is really important. I mean, we have had one guy, you don't necessarily notice, whether it's a small bit of weight or, just a few pounds or whatever, but this guy, he did have something wrong with him, and we had to kind of get that medically investigated, and it was down to taking one look at the graph, us saying, right, hang on a minute, let's get the graph up. And you could just look and it was there. So after 25 years in service, so long we've both worked at the organisation, so we're very used to being immersed in our services. However, kind of with different roles now, it's not always possible for us to get everywhere, which really bugs us because that's why we did the job. So it's great. So I'll have my set few people that I like to make sure things are being done properly. The same with you.
And I think you can sense it sometimes, because you work so closely with people and managers, but sometimes you could just have that feeling that maybe say it doesn't sound right in there, it's not running right. And you can do
our own investigation.
And then you go and find out, you go and check everyone's okay, make a call, go in there to have that tea or have a look. It's a part of our everyday life now.
Yeah, 100%.
We're addicted to it, basically.
Yeah. For our managers as well, we've created different kinds of KPIs for them. Going in and visiting their services, they'll have a topic of the week, and they write that if there's a home with 3 people, one of those people will have a handover comment where the manager will go in and discuss topic of the week with them, whatever that may be. And then perhaps do an observation on somebody's interaction while they're there. So kind of incorporating our own bits into it, so it's all in one place, rather than us saying, right, we need to go and observe X amount of staff for this amount of time. So we try and mould it to how we want it, and it allows you to do that, Log My Care, so that's why we love it as well. Yeah, so we do have we work with a lot of people that have complex epilepsy. And a lot of people who have moved in with us with the condition have come from a family setting, so their parents are obviously very worried about them. They sit and log watch basically. So, but to have that for them is very, very reassuring, and I think it's helped build confidence.
People have said that they don't want to be a nuisance, and keep ringing every 2 minutes. So it gives them that reassurance where they can just check in, look every day.
Like we say to people that people are busy and doing amazing stuff, but it's really good for them to actually see that themselves.
We have one chap, don't we, that his mum and dad live abroad. So that's really helpful for them because they can just see him very often. They're months before they go, they see each other. So, you know, for that reassurance and that to be able to just see him whenever they want is good, and she likes that, doesn't she?
Yeah, but I also think in terms of communication for the people that we support, like, you know, it's pretty much like their parents will call them, what have you done today? Oh, I can't remember. A lot of feedback I've had from families is that it's really nice to know what they've been doing so that they can get them, you know, encourage them to communicate.
The staff as well, but they feel family involved. It's every day. It's not just when mum and dad come to see or family come to see. That's been fed back to us a lot. So that they're living somewhere where they're a part of a family. So
I mean, and before Log My Care, if I think about, there would be certain families that would want to meet with myself or Stacey regularly, and that wasn't for anything in particular, just to, because they respected our input and, you know, and kind of experience and how long we'd known their children, that kind of thing. But it has become less. So, yeah.